right now.
Okay, final map.
How will they clean
Loud on defense, EG on
start off
attack.
here on the attack?
I love the
Apoff
fact that
as
we
well,
get EG on
he's
attack
been
first
good at
to
lurking.
see if the protocols are tightened up, if the flashes
course
are able to
sneeze,
be
man.
used instead of kind of the flash hits
Done
and
so
then
long
they mill
without
about
sneezing,
and then use
here
it.
we
There
are.
was a few seconds
Okay,
between
Omen
what
Flash.
they needed to sync
Omen
up.
Flash has
No
to
pushes
be
right now
drawn
from
out
Loud,
because
really,
of the
to
early
get any
cams. That's
control
kind of
the
nice.
extremities. They are peaking where they would
Loud on
safely.
defense again with no
That
sentinel,
peak
so
counts big time.
gonna have to
Even spotted
definitely gonna be
Apoff
talking about
pulling back
Apoff's
towards the
lags a
link.
lot.
That's already Spike also falling down, so you already see Loud pivoting back forward, but as they're trying to answer back through the market, Joggermill is able to even up the tally. A 4v4, EG picking up the spike and falling back. Not deciding yet where they want to pivot, just in case Apoff could get a little bit more from this link side.
Yeah, good time to wait for Fault Line to
This
come
is
back
kinda
up
cool,
here.
the
They
attack
can re-hit.
trip.
Look at Nature's position.
See
He
if
can
they
go right
re-push over
across into
towards
elbow,
middle.
and the team's going to try to take on to
Please,
Flash. That's
just
the
needs
flash
to
to
stay
come through.
alive.
Does that
Comms
a lot
coming
there from
in,
that B
calls
lane,
for a
forcing
rotate.
now 2E's to fall back
Zadak
in the
has a
site.
recon.
Also, he's the only
You want to use it
defender
early or we
on
save
this
that?
A
Oh, we
site.
use it
Double
early.
flashes. He's running
One
all
goes
the way
in.
back, fully blinded. Sadak through the smoke.
I don't know if that
Gets a
was
lucky
through.
one
I
up
don't know
to
if that was
Superman.
because of the recon or not, but it did get a scan off, so I
Joggermill
would
at least gets the
imagine
plant.
so. I didn't see it, but either way, it gets a
Things
kill.
are going to get difficult right now for EG. The cage misses, so that allows now Loud to move forward. Trying to bait out the shots with the camera, even getting shot back by less.
Look at the HPs,
Only now
35,
2 players
60.
alive for EG, holding out towards the link. Now the swing, the timing's perfect for FuseK.
Nicely handled from Loud on this
Loud
one.
now Loud to get the backstab.
There's two
in
he's
the
involved
pinch.
in, like,
the defuse
what
as
are
well
these
for
kills,
the
it felt
pistol.
like?
UCK, nice timing. Pretty late on the lurk there to catch off guard Evil Geniuses.
The first time ever Sadak's
and a
played
little bit
Sova?
of mid pressure to A pressure. So EG
No idea about
got
that.
to do a bit of sightseeing on the map, if you will, trying to
What do we
learn
reckon?
That,
This,
that pistol round might look
this
like
Sova
and
kill
where
was a
Loud's
recon?
setup may be for
It's a
these
random
phase
frenzy
rounds.
spam.
They do see the Breach playing left side, Omen playing left side, so still info to be gained there. Even
Random
Loud
frenzy
coming
spam.
up with the defuse, so they're gonna feel good. Moving into the next one, lots of bulldog buys. And
Dre,
a
FPS with
vandal
the
here
15
for
months.
Loud, feeling
Do you want to
confident
coach
in the
again?
money, so expect them
I'm
to stay back and
honestly,
each other on these
like
fights.
I
They don't
really
want
enjoy
nothing, not wanna
streaming
lose
at the
those.
moment, but I will say that when I'm seeing
quick
this
scan,
kind of stuff happen, I'm
you get
seeing
an
like good
idea that there could
anti,
be
especially with
somebody
like
coming
cake
through
open
main
stuff
here.
like that, with how like much stuff they cooked
Runs a
up.
little
It
bit
does
deep,
make me
though.
miss it a
Sadak's
little
able to
bit.
play a forward position. Shot
Won't
darts
lie.
do some check
Like
damage
cake,
too,
watching
allowing
cake
and
up
forcing the
straight
swing
away
out
and then
from
going
EG.
back into like this
Blocked
game, which
off
has
by
been
a
like
smoke.
two heavy anti-maps.
Seems like I was thrown
Makes
on
me
the
miss it,
attack
yeah.
here for EG.
But I do still enjoy streaming. It's
And they'll fall back for
it's
a
just a
bit.
better
Working back
better
towards this A
lifestyle.
site.
2 shock darts gone now. Apoth still with 2 trips, so once they get to the site, if they can set up a post plant,
Yeah,
Hardy
I'll
anyway,
consider,
those to be cleared as Loud comes back in.
consider at the end of the year
We're
stuff.
getting a few things in their favor.
Really just looking for the timing to flood out through this one-way smoke off this fault line.
Oh my.
Han also being thrown.
Okay.
They didn't even use it. They decide to use the camera instead, try to get a deeper fault line to really keep QCK back. QCK's ready for it. He wants to play towards this elbow, trying to get a couple of kills now.
I mean, the
in his
Phoenix would
position
love
as
to
this
clean
Phoenix.
these up.
Kawadzin with the support.
One. Two more for a
QCK is
null.
also still holding
One more
back
for a
towards
null.
the site. Oh my
Go
gosh.
all into next
That's
round, and they
probably
could
over for
potentially
next
just
round
play
indeed.
heavy
Yeah,
retake
just
somewhere.
absolutely
This
take
is
him
gonna be
down
strong.
by
And again, this
one.
comp
Loud's
should
able to
have
clean that one
insane
up. Not too much
retakes. Like
rotation
they
was
could
gonna come out
heavy
of them
stack
on a
B
round with
and
guns
feel
like
confident
that.
to retake
As
A or vice
EG
versa.
tried to
Easy.
stretch them thin. Loud locked in place there to anchor the sights. Good little idea though. We do get how Sadak and B want to play. They're happy to throw in darts and figure out what the movement is right away. Sadak favors that information. And we might even get another one fired up into that top side of B main here from Arrow right away. So there's been 2 rounds we've seen Nature use the utility over towards A. EG may be able to do something with that. and
Econ
fake
over towards
on Loud
A. They
right
kind of
now.
know
This
it's
bonus
clear.
round is going to be big to change the momentum of the map. We do see Nature's in that spot to kind of produce some utility and then rotate to the left side.
I like this though.
Get
Omen
the door
holding
closed on
a
him in mid control. is just
Omen
gonna be
holding
to
the
hang
kind of
out for now and see if there's a
deepest angle
rotation.
possible. We
Without
have
having
one
given
close
too
and
much of their
then
hand,
we just
the
flash
camera
off his
that
contact.
Apoth threw actually still only
Swing,
spotted
and
2
then
E's.
beyond
Didn't
there
really
you
see
could then
QCK,
Omen
so we don't
flash
know where the
further.
stack is for Loud.
Wrong setup.
Loud has most of their players in this A site. EG
They lose
still
control of
deciding
market and a heavy rotate
to move
comes
towards
in.
B, which is the
Omen
right decision so far in terms
takes
of
one up over
numbers
towards
advantage.
A.
Sadak
This is
looking
a
to make
little
a
bit
play,
bold.
walking down.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say,
Decides
this doesn't
otherwise,
really make
wants
sense
to form
considering the
receive
comp.
instead, and now even decides
Recon
that,
goes in,
oh,
it's
they
good
wanna play
info,
the
can get some
retake.
damage on the shocks.
Apoc with that lurk on the top of the B lane, beautiful shots.
And like
to
we
drop
said,
two.
the locks are going to be everything, and
Dwindles
Apoc
down the
gets
numbers
2
on
on
the
it.
defense from how they wanted to play that retake,
Yeah.
so that position was perfect for Apoc.
Great control over mid into
Free?
market, and yeah, Apop lurk is always going to be so big for the team. Knowing the patience he needs, how long the round
Okay,
can take.
those are the cleanest,
A
but
3K
again, really good
there
impact from
against
him.
Tuis, who was absolutely on
And he gets
fire
his
last
ult as well,
match,
so
and
his
Apop
luck
with the
could
Phantom just able
prove to be
clean up
really
really
big.
nice on that round. And like we said, a big
Didn't use the
round
Phoenix
for
ult on
Evil
this one,
Geniuses.
too many people
One of
dead
the first
to
times
kind
they
of
do go
have
towards
the,
B, didn't even really flex towards
have
A
the
too much.
opportunity. I mean, he was the
Didn't
first to die,
give
right,
Loud
actually, from
anything to
middle.
work off of in the beginning. Just takes a few to calibrate it sometimes. you know?
at least
Apoc,
he's
yeah,
stayed
if
calm in the process and
honestly,
not
if
spraying
EG want to
credit.
win this map, this guy on
Exactly.
attack,
Ultimate
this
for
needs to be
QCK
like
here.
15 at the
Making
very
an explosion.
15, maybe
on
13
this
would be
site
fine,
retake.
but this needs to have a 1 in front
And
of
it
it,
actually looks
basically.
like Loud may want to pressure from both sides here. Actually, the initial position.
He should be the one that has the most fun here. No sentinel, finding timings everywhere.
Nice little play that they did on defense to confirm how many players were out towards the A side, and seeing that it's only Apoc lurking once again, they pivot a lot of the defenders back towards B.
As we
For
can see at
EG,
the
though,
moment,
it's
this
been
is
a
like the main
2-2-1
setup
pretty
from
much
Loud
this whole
here,
time
right? They
around
just
with
want to
pressure
hold
on
on
this
towards market, and they want to
mid-control.
retake B. Got to retake smoke over towards here.
Information
Kind of
with
blocks
BBC's
vision for them to get back
fault
in
line
towards
to
the
support
site.
right behind it, and it
And
works
we
out.
are,
Superman
once
was
they
stunned
take
from that
middle,
fall line, allowing QCK to
absolutely
get the
sending
kill.
it. And that kill, they get a
An
little bit of
early
info
advantage
off it.
for
Yeah.
Wow,
And
look at
again, they are
Apoc.
so
He
fun
walked all
just
the way
letting
up.
them have B.
Here's the footsteps. Kawadzin was waiting but not ready for the shot.
So
Almost
close,
gets
man.
that second
15
one onto
HP, that's
Sadak,
unlucky
but the
for him.
advantage
Nicely done
is
from
still for
Sadak.
Loud. Execution now towards the B site. No smokes really to help him out the cross, and that's
Yeah, they
makes it very
stayed so
difficult there for
strong with
EG
that.
to move in for a plant. Losing Superman early was definitely a thorn to the side of the execution.
Like the
No
QCK
smokes there,
didn't
you're
face
forced
with
to
that
just
flash there.
contact out and break across
Waiting
here,
for his
but
teammates
everybody's
on
ready
this one.
in market. Little plant here, extra money possibly for the side of EG. And there's a kill.
Oh,
Hey,
Eric's gonna look
Sadok's
to go
low on
forward.
HP. There's still time, 20 seconds left. He's got Haunt in 3. Maybe bait out another tap here. Looks back towards the spawn. Both players have Loud grouped together. Now there's that Haunt from the front. He gets shot right away. The double swing out. Oh, and the spread
Oh,
from left
man,
and
that
right.
was a nice attempt,
really
though.
nice from Loud.
it was a good call from
On how
Loud.
they
They
played
literally just
against
said,
Derek.
on the next tap, we just walk
Smart
in.
movement, good teamwork. Loud come in. Play that
Close,
one just
close,
by the
close,
numbers
close,
game
close.
as it's getting scary. And Loud's
There was a
gonna
wild,
have
yeah,
to
there was
start
actually multiple
worrying about
opportunities in this
Apoc,
one,
his
right? If
movement, what he's
Apoc
doing,
got
and
2
these
over towards
openings
middle,
that
I
he's
think it's a
finding,
different
because
rounds. If
the
Derek,
more
I mean,
that
Derek had a
Apoc's able to
chance on
pick
this.
apart a round
They
like
just played it
that,
well,
I
to
think
be
you're
honest,
gonna
in
get
2v1.
Giacomo and the rest of the team either hitting a site if they're ready, or really working the map to stretch Loud even thinner. Because that's the
so
initial
overall,
goal here, right? They continue to
Where
stay
are we
mid,
at with the
make sure
money? Yeah,
Loud
the
has
money's
to have
still,
long
we're still here though.
rotations
Still
and
2
keep
people that
Apoc
can't
in
buy
a
next
spot
from Loud.
that will prevent
Everyone from
Loud
EG can't buy
feeling
next.
comfortable on that
They lose.
rotation. Here towards A, we get all the util dumped into
For
main.
one
We'll see
stinger.
what they get back.
Oh man, this is a
Countering attack.
huge battle for
With the
A.
Nightfall, Hunter's Fury on a defense.
He's
Kawadzin
so
drops
smart
the
though.
first 2
The
of
fact that
EG,
he's
trying
getting
to keep
insta
control
follow.
towards
Oh
the
man,
orb. A
he's
third
so
full
good.
Reliant, finally it gets
Again,
traded
these
out,
kind
but
of
there's only
players
2
that have
players
the
left.
presence of mind,
Nature
instead
and
of just
Derek.
running back and
Alondro
getting out of
to
there,
confirm
just
that the
knowing
players
that
of EG
they're
has
probably
fallen
going to get
back,
caught
and
running
what a
back,
good
and they
anchoring
just
hold.
go
And
onto
play
a
from
wider
Loud. Good
angle.
coordination.
The split second, the split
Roll people over
second
as they try
decision
to come
making
around
is
the corner with the
outrageous.
utility as well, just before it. And now Les not even going to move a finger here. Calls on the rotation out, but just holding here so nobody can move. Loud
So
is
good.
doing a really great job of absorbing EG and not giving EG too much utility on these fake hits. They're understanding what is the committal for EG and what is a fake so far. And that's sometimes a really thin line to walk. They just seem to have EG's read, considering only to use a paranoia, a few flashes, and still having util to collapse on the team.
Clean
with
round
firepower
as
too.
well.
You can't
That's the
deny
best thing
that.
about this.
Kawadzin
4
with a 2K,
people,
Les with a
all of
2K,
these 4
so
don't
on
need to
top of
rebuy
the
armor
util
as
being
well.
great, the shots are hitting for Loud.
Yeah, that's
Meaning
great.
Adesca mentioned
I
it,
say it's
how
too
Les
easy.
has
Does
been
buy extra
the
armor.
guy
I think
here
he was
for
down to
Loud.
24.
Had a great series against Leviathan. And now when he has to step up to the
Yeah,
plate,
that's
on
what I'm
those
talking about
positions,
there.
it's
Like,
simple.
most
It's
people
two
there
nice
run
clean
back
kills,
onto the
just
site,
crosshair
right? But he just
placement, but
takes a
for
step
him
to the
get a
right.
crosshair placement like that
He just
is
kind of realizes that
understanding
their
the
pre-aim
read
isn't going to
before
be there. He's going to have the
communication to allow
advantage.
for him to move up and get in these positions. But if he has to come down to a clutch, he'll do it as well.
So we are going to get a timeout now from Evil Geniuses. The scoreline 4-1
bit of a masterclass
in favor of Loud on that defensive side. And EG got to
Mr.
figure
Sub?
out what they're looking at. Yeah, you have a Loud comp that switches sometimes, but you also have Sadak on his first
like fully
Sova
missed
play
it, and it's
in
not
his
on
lifetime.
my it's not on my screen anymore.
You don't know what's going to come from the Sova. And Sadak is a
I can check on my
mastermind
phone.
at creating what he needs for his team to create space for them or to work the map. And Sova is one of the best at being able to tell what part of the map you need to be at. So this is just plays.
Why you look at mad so much?
But they have so much more information on their encyclopedia.
Yeah. It's on unfamiliar territory for
What was it,
EG,
Gifted?
though. They've been in this situation on this.
I got
very
Dre.
map against
Dre
G2
FPS was
where
the last one that I
even
see.
think
Thank you so much
first
for the
timeout
tier
was
1.
being called at like
I
0-5
think it
on the
was-
scoreline, then burning the second one just a couple of rounds later to
Oh,
be
is
actually
yours
able to
Prodigy?
win this in overtime. So to see
Wait,
how
it doesn't
EG's
come
been
up on my
working that
thing.
map,
Was
I mean,
it
they're doing a
gifted?
good job. And they were able to find some opportunities here with these lurks from APOC towards the middle when they
It
actually
didn't
had
come
that
up on my
pressure on that
thing.
side, getting shut down immediately and
Still
consistently
not using the
towards
activity
A
feeds?
side
Bro,
has
the
been
activity feed
a
didn't even
pain
have
point
it.
for EG's execution. So this timeout, you're hoping that it's going to be a little bit more drilled on how they want to take the A side control. Should they decide
You didn't
to
see it
move in
either?
that
This is what I
area,
mean,
but
Subi. I'm not sure it
with his
happened.
lower buy here to start things off, back to the same game plan, holding that mid control.
I'm
for
on
EG.
board with Supi here. Supi's been paying attention the whole time as well. He actually hasn't been watching the game. He's only been looking at chat.
How can we make Loud feel uncomfortable, right? That's the name of this strat. Get right up in their face through mid.
Aldron comes out
That was
towards the
a smooth
spawn
one.
side,
That
which
was
allows
nice.
the players to push out.
Split's
towards
looking
the
pretty
market
good.
for EG,
Stun.
potentially trying to catch some players
Dumb
off guard. The
buff.
fault line did hit them. But
Oh, man,
again,
how do they-
fault line
how do they
sometimes just a cosmetic.
get
Nice
out
little
of that
shot
so
coming out from
easily?
Loud. Once again, both initiators for EG are the remaining players
One enemy
for the
remaining.
roster. A plant is good enough, at least for now. Another kill would be even better, but
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
some of these
Loud
retakes
comes in
again
for the
are gonna look
defuse, and they
scary.
take the
I'm
lead
pretty
by
sure.
4.
That get the spike down
So
round.
EG,
Get a
they
little
call
bit
a
of money in the
timeout
pocket
run
with
before this.
hopeful kills around
Well,
less
they call a
does
timeout
fall,
before
but
this
no
round,
guns or retreat
and we
series.
have at
All
least a
EG
plan
members
into
are
it.
down,
Split
so
over
5
towards
to
A.
1 for
Look pretty.
Loud.
Sorry, split over towards B.
And
Look
now,
pretty decent, but
EG has
the majority of
a
the
chance to
timeout
start
would have been
swinging it
about
back
this
in their
round.
favor, but it is an uphill battle. It's not just going to be this round.
We
Loud
haven't
buys next
seen-
round too. So they're not too bad off right now.
Could just try and go all the
Rolling
way
Thunder
through
to
B.
come in.
It's
next
pretty hard
round,
for
we
them at
just
the moment,
see
I feel
market
like.
control really
They know that the
contained
comp's
here.
going to be really strong on
After it happened,
retakes, so they
Loud
probably feel
figures
like
out
they
they
have
just
to at least
gather
take some
together
more map control.
clean up
Maybe
the
they're
last few
used to in
members.
their normal practices.
As much as EG's trying to force the hand Loud with these plays,
they could
pushing
just
up
do
mid,
like a
getting in
B
their
hit,
face
but
right away, having APOC lurk.
Probably
Very,
wanna
very
have
good
some map
corrections and
control.
reads by Loud so far. And you have to expect that. Look at a little height spot here for Coenzine and Market. He's using this. I was wondering if they would use that. It is kind of scary, though, if you're there for too long. Somebody's just going to spam it. But neat little trick Loud has with that wall and Market to scoot somebody in and back to mid, Vans.
Yeah, I need you want to try it a little bit more this time around. The smoke on the
And
right,
they
the focus
really
on
want
the
to
left.
just go. Okay, so they literally do this
Showstopper on
same
top
round
of that
back to back, but
pivot
this time we put an
and
ult
pinch in the
into it.
market. It works out, flushing out Kawadzin.
Hold
punished
over
by
towards
Superman.
B main.
Rocket is still up to
QCK
clear
gets this
the
kill.
B site.
It's
Both
his ult.
players allowed are at the
Lovely
entrance
shot.
of B main.
He
There's
wanna
that
smoke
first pick
himself
list
off to
once
create
again.
pressure.
Good crosshair placement.
he has
The
to smoke
B6
himself
traded out
off
by
there.
Derek. But QCK still
Oh.
accounted for. Gets that kill. Has
Oh.
a run it back, but he doesn't need
Oh
it.
my god, that
Two
was
instant
sick
kills
though.
on
The
the
bait
A-pop
in,
and
they thought it was
Joggable.
just one pass and they
Derek
had a
on a
3-person
1
stack
2.
on B.
Thankfully, a hat came out just before, allowing Derek to get ready on this 1 versus 2. Another clutch attempt.
Oh my god,
Both
QCK's a
players
god.
walking down
That was
slowly.
sick. Lovely
Couldn't
bait
get
though
the
in from
surprise
left.
kill.
And honestly,
And Loud,
the smoke would have just meant that maybe
looking
this
good on
kill
this
didn't happen
defense.
and then
Stan
this
Silly,
bait
if we
doesn't
look
go
at what
down.
goes
So
into this round
I
for,
like that a lot.
EG, Loud takes it away from them.
Prodigy,
Tears the
thank you so
carpet
much for the
out
gifted.
under
Thank you,
EG.
thank you.
Yeah.
One of EG's problems the first time they
Gifted
played
the
Sunset
sub over
was that
towards
protocol
Nikos.
on
Yeah, see
B.
this one.
Flash through the pillar,
Thank
getting
you for
Dogmo back
for
to
8
spawn in
altogether
time,
as well.
but
Thank
they
you very
kept
much,
losing
man.
fights at that spawn entrance.
Got
So
some receipts,
they route
potential
through
flashbang, watch out,
market, They
Jack.
go back through the top side of spawn, so that area is not a problem. They take it from the back. And
Wait,
then
what?
they get
Prodigy?
killed by
That's actually
QCK
kinda
like
nuts.
that.
Yeah.
After solidifying the strat that has corrected the problem from the first time they played Sunset, what a way for Loud to steal that one back.
And that's the
Oh, no, it
funnies
is
of
here.
the
It is here,
macro
it's just
here
lower
on the
down.
Map right now.
What did
Yeah.
you? Thanks for the
Position
20
towards the back,
months.
you gain position towards the front.
Thank you very much, man.
They
Appreciate
didn't
you.
have B main control, and
I just had to scroll
they were
down.
paying for it.
Well,
Allows for you to play the
yeah,
retakes.
that sounds
now,
about right.
EG.
Fits in with the theme of this stream.
We talk about pain now. That it's painful in their wallets.
Thank you very
Another
much, though,
stinger
mate.
dying. We're able
10
to
minutes
convert
later?
something with
That's
that
a new
on that
record, though.
previous map. But this
Almost
time
fast.
around, they're not able to do too much in terms of this control towards the B side. This is like the first time that they're actually
Early info
really
gets
adding that
cleared
pressure
from the drone.
and
We set
contesting
one
it to really
pass and
see how
up.
Loud's
We're
currently
gonna be
playing it.
ready, set for this B hit. Oh,
But this is probably just a ruse in the beginning, because now that it's open towards the
they're
B
just
main,
finding
it's
so much
easy for us to
info. Okay,
plan
now we
out.
kind of get to
Here we
see
go.
the
In the
retake.
future rounds,
And
we'll see
do
what
EG
happens,
want to
though.
take some map
But for
control?
Loud,
I'm
it's
going
gonna
to
be a
highlight these boxes.
5-team
I imagine they want
retake
to take
with
one
the
of these
focus on the
boxes.
market.
I feel like it's the similar thing
Full
with Ascent,
modification
where they
to
know
this
they
one.
have to take some map
throws a
control.
gate out for
Fado
safety.
goes
They
in
still push the
to
main,
take
though.
some map control.
This was an idea
We
they
get
had
one from
before.
this box,
Nice
and
shot there
maybe
from Apod, so
with
that
this bit of
slows
map
down
control they
the
can
running
win.
back. A
Oh
rolling
boy,
thunder
look
available
at
from
what
both
is going
sides, so we're
on.
gonna
We
be
all
dancing
end with the
around
stingers.
towards this B site. A push towards the spawn, all denied by Loud. Derek, 5 versus 1. Not enough bullets in this stinger.
We all end with the stingers.
Vansili, I swear,
Fatal.
Boba is their kryptonite. EG
Breachel.
cannot get past that area.
Yeah.
Loud shut them down again. And they even refined the strat there. They had Apot's gate come out to protect the bounce
Poor
in
guy.
when the flash went through. So
How
they
does it
could
get
then
more
do a
every single
second set
time?
of take on the site and get the smoke into the B. Boba. Oh my gosh. This again, they just cannot seem to find the ground there. And Loud comes swinging back in. Deja vu on that take once again from Market Mejor. And Loud 7-1 now on map 3 here, keeping the momentum from Icepox rolling Vansili. This
Wait,
A
is
hit,
this gonna do?
it's going to be a big flash through
What's
the
the
wall.
damage?
It's going to hit Sadak immediately, so he's going to have to back off. Or it's just a fault line.
Still nice shot though.
Still considering. Sadak's hardly moved.
Oh, they want to fight this.
Yeah,
Parody
they
Oh
do.
comes
man,
out too,
there's
swings out,
stuff
but
over
not
towards
too much.
8
They hear
to
the
just make sure
footsteps.
they take it
Now
back is
leveraging
really
the
good.
one-way smoke.
But if you're EG,
To just keep
they use
EG
so
at
much
bay.
that you could
For
probably
EG's side, though, they haven't used too much
be
utility
in
on
for
their
taking
end, but
this and just get the Omen
we
flash out of
talked
them.
about this B side not being contested
Might
too
be
much.
worth. When they realize there were
Allow
loads of
Loud to even
numbers
push
over
forward.
towards A,
Notice
we
that it's
see an
clear.
instant
Pick up
push
an
from
orb
Loud
and
over to
really just
B main.
focus
I'm
back
pretty sure we
towards
picked
this
up the orb as well. I didn't fully
mid-plane.
see, but
They
you
could
would
actually
imagine that would be
pinch towards
the
the mid if
main
they
plan
want
on
to.
this one as well. So yeah, I mean they're
He's
just
a little
dominating the map
aggressive,
at the moment.
Ooh.
Falls back on time.
Oh, we might actually get our
How much
first
heat do
kind
they
of
have for sight?
5v5 A
Those
retake.
grenades, smokes, EG
See
should
what
be
this
good
comps
to
like
take
with an A
here.
retake.
The 5v5
We've seen the B retake,
retake.
looks
Get
really
this a few
strong.
times for
That's
Sunset. Never
that's
mind,
probably a
Derek.
big player to get.
Nice shot.
Quick flank hit.
And we're not really allowing Sadat to get into position to even throw a recon dart so they could spray through the smoke because they're being pressured so much. EG's doing a great job to punish the amount of space that Loud has given them.
30 seconds left.
Even get a safe plant. Might have to maintain and stay within the site now for EG. 2 versus 5, and you know, money's flowing for Loud. Want to go for these fights.
Oh,
Standing.
Caught with a snake bite in hand. Less falls as Apot gets the trade onto Jogimo as Tui's now moves in alone. Smoke available. Gets the dink through the wall.
did
but
okay
there's that
damage,
protocol for
right?
EG
You
for
can
the
say
rest.
that if it's
Swinging
the
out,
2 kills.
and
Nicely
they
done from
finally
EG,
score
they
their
double
second
their
round.
rounds.
A very
Can they
important round here
repeat
for
this?
EG.
I mean,
They
maybe
have a
so.
long
Do
way
they
to
want
go
to keep
for
going over
ultimates
towards
to
8 to
really
get the
be
shooter
able to
out?
cycle
Or what?
some of these rounds and make Loud really pressured into something. Because Loud
Definitely,
still
I
got
think
money.
now
They're
in
still
terms of
gonna
what
be
happens
buying. We'll check
here,
that after the replay.
Loud are going to
Beautiful
be
shots
less
here from
likely
EG
to rotate
geniuses,
from middle when they want to
slowing it
rotate,
down,
right?
but
They've been
taking
rotating
the
a little bit
space
loosely
together
over
on that
to
one.
mid.
They
We
officially
saw it
pushed
once the
back
B
Loud,
hit
and
came
that
in, right?
flank
It went
catch
like this with
from
3
Derek
people.
was so
And
big.
we see
I
it in
think
this
Loud's
one
been
here
able
where
to
they
do
just kind
everything
of
just
look
matter
back
of
middle
fact.
to try
They've
and
had
fast
control of
rotate
the
more
site. When
towards
they
A,
use
get
util,
some
they
map
can get the
control.
kills. So it was
So
nice
I
to see
imagine
EG kind of throw a wrench
Loud
into
might
that
be scared
rotation
of
where Loud
going
has
through
that
middle
free
now.
movement. Maybe make them rethink how they get
Bob
through
comes
site to
up,
site now, and we're seeing
straight
EG
up B
back
hit,
to B.
and you would imagine the
Only
Viper
a few
leaves
of
this
these
with
front
the
entrances from
retake
main,
smoke in
and
already.
Everybody's gonna be here. First time we're
Could
really
go
seeing
heaven
this.
and just I don't know if that
Might be a
works
little
for
bit
them.
easier to hold the pulse plant this time around.
Oh,
As the off shot denied, off Apop gets the headshot. Less in the back of the site now. Satchels from Jogimo.
oh yeah, here comes the
They're
overwhelm.
fighting for it, and this time Boba's not their demise. A trade-off. Superman on the top. Easy kill onto two. He's hit by the fault line. As we talk about it being a little
Nicely
bit
done from
easier to
EG.
hold the
They're,
pulse
yeah,
plants,
it's
because
getting-
Alexine this time does
we're
not have
getting
a
there, and
rolling
again,
thunder
we
to
love
work
this.
with, so
We
he
like-
can
we
flood
like
as
the
much,
root.
but I like what
They know
EG
on
did
B
right
side
there.
they're
We're a
gonna
little
get
bit
wrecked.
different, or similar to that
Plan
first
is,
map.
let's
Not
take some more map
allowing
control
Loud to
and
really get into position
like
for
this
these
one,
retakes.
especially
They
where they're
wanna
taking
fight. They
both
wanna
bits of
gain
map
that
control
extra
and then they're
space to
kind
not
of
allow
pinching
Loud
over
to set up.
towards
Realizing there
Boba.
how much market pressure matters because it makes everybody everybody in Boba have to turn around. You're
maybe if
second-guessing
Sadak
who's
doesn't
coming
go
up
down
the
there,
ball
it's not a
away
simple
from
round,
market
but you gotta
for
say that's
Boba.
a nice shot from
And
APOC.
APOC held down a 4K from this position. So really trying to attack the same strat from different sides.
Beast at the moment. I also like the kind of adjustment from I like the adjustment from EG where they kind of realize that
remember, they all
they're looking out for Apoth in terms of the lurking, so he's joining the pack more. And then the round prior to the one we just saw, they had Derek lurking. I think that one's good, and now maybe he can go back to lurking on this. So I like that they're mixing it up, because normally you kind of see one, like say you see the Cypher util and you're like, well, they don't have the lurker, you don't have to worry about it. But when you're throwing an extra person into there, you then got to keep on top of 2 people. So it's pretty smart from EG.
Nonetheless, though, the A site's open, EG could get a plan.
And now we get to see what this retake's like. We've got a QCK one away from his ult as well. But drone, don't know when Recon's up in 10, so maybe they wait for that.
Already down, trying to hold it with 4 in sight.
Oh, this is annoying. Look at
all that. Oh man, I knew the A retake was going to be good, but that is disgusting.
One TP'd away, but there's still players flooding across. Shock darts coming through from the spawn site to still hit players down for EG. Derek again, alone, a 1 versus 3. Off by less coming out.
Yeah, I mean, that was nice. That was really,
really nice. They put him on the fire. They gave him an aftershock. There was more coming through. They knew they were there. Paranoia on top of that. An absolute nightmare for EG to be inside at that point when Loud dumped the utility in.
Look at that.
Oh my God. And this is actually what they kind of wanted to do on Ascent A take, right? That EG was preventing. We're seeing what that dump of utility looked like, and it's nuclear. Oh my gosh.
That flooded that default plant so much. Almost feels like EG.
Man, this team is so fun to watch. Look at the comps they're playing, man. They're just copy-pasting this comp onto multiple maps. It looks really good. It's cool. Put so much good work into this.
Answering back, just we're trying to make a lot of noise for QCK.
This team is one of the best to watch.
Back and he's really allowing his teammates to work towards the mid, the pressure towards that side. Because he thinks that EG wants to give him that respect because it's QCK with a running back. Works out for a bit, though. EG still holding their ground at the bottom of the mid. Forcing util to re-clear now for EG. There's that showstopper out. That's going to nullify at least.
Oh, he ulted to stay alive.
So he's still alive.
Oh my god, it's perfect. We've seen him do that twice now in this event, by the way. We've seen him do it twice. It's so good.
In so long. What a heady thought. Like I said, it's milliseconds that's going to decide this one between these two teams.
Dude, I'm telling you, Loud's instant decision making next level. We've seen Cannons in with a little sidestep when he should have run. Well, when people thought he was going to run back and he goes to the right, we see that as well. The decision making at the moment. It's next level.
They have such a tall task, though. Even Sadak, if he wants to rip off the Hunter's Fury, he can to prevent this and just cause hell for EG.
Starts with a one-way.
You can imagine they're definitely not going to go into this corner.
Oh, Hunter's Fury.
You got 8 seconds to plan. Well, tank one.
Eat that beam. And the aftershock comes out a little bit too late. Nature in a forward position all the way towards the spawn. Cancelled TP. A flash. It gets cancelled by Nature.
This is a good
try. Line up the other kills here with the Vandal. No old banks coming through. Superman and Derek. The Vietnamese duo with Derek with the first kill on to less. Nightfall then coming out for some information. Doubling up the fight back towards the A side.
Oh.
The lineup on 2. It's a 1v1. Him and QCK. 8 bullets left. The spray comes across.
Damn, bro. Man, the momentum from this as well.
An incredible round from
Sick
Derek.
round from Derek. What the hell was
that? You have to understand that EG's rotations, EG's lurk, caused QCK
with a
to
1v3.
delay the take on dumpster area from Pawn Shop. That allowed the kills to happen in sight. What EG has been doing came into play this round so big on that retake, slowing down QCK from Shop. The rest of the shots we saw, absolutely incredible stuff and awareness coming out of EG's Derek to win this round.
Derek is back, baby. Win this round, but still far away of trying to tie up the game. You needed some heroic plays to come through.
That could really change it. You get a pistol off the back of that. The momentum's crazy. Like
so let's have a listen.
You can definitely snowball from there. Allison with the 19
Well, I
months.
mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
successful for sure. We
Appreciate
qualified.
the tier 1.
That's like
Thank you
the
for the
biggest
19
thing.
months. That's
I think
wild.
that we have the tools to do it. We've shown that we've had the tools to come back, stuff like that. We start hot. This is an easy qualification for us. But other than that, just show our hearts out. You know, like this is only the start of the year. There's a lot of progress to be made for a team that has 4 new players. So for us to be in playoffs feels really, really good. But let's just show that like we can improve from this map, like these maps alone, very well.
They have been improving from just these maps alone. Nature knows it. Nature builds
What's
the
on
team
the
up,
bleed
and he's
stuff?
been doing
Yeah,
an
let's wait and
amazing
see
job
what
coming
actually
in as a new
happens.
IGL.
Yeah, I mean, on the top of that,
Or
when you're
just,
looking at EG, what they did during the offseason, they
just
didn't have too much
rumors
time
at the moment, right?
to be able
Apart
to
from the
practice
fact that
because
they're
of this
actually
whole
having
jail
a
situation
change.
for so many players that were
Right.
that won champions last year, and this roster was formulated
see what
like,
happens.
a couple of weeks before America started. But at least for Potter on her side, though, she was also mentioning that it didn't really matter too much that they had less time to practice because they had more time as well to be able to see other teams play and adapt to that play style. And then it just comes down to the fun and the vibes and hopefully to be able to bring it back. And the fun and the vibes definitely were shown here on that Derek clutch in that last round of the half. An opportunity now for EG to bring it back here on the defense. But again, it took a lot of big heroic plays for EG to get it to the score.
Yes,
line.
yeah.
It seems drilled and well protocoled to potentially take the series so far.
In professional sports, they say the best time to score on your opponent is at halftime.
A bit of a break
I'd say
after
a
the
4K from Derek is
1v3,
one to
but
get the blood flowing for Evil Geniuses
man,
here.
this is
And we're back
the
now
biggest
into the
pistol
second half of our
for EG.
final map here, Masters Madrid.
But I feel like
on
Loud
the
should just
line.
fully shut this out. Wait,
EG
we 3
allowed.
passing?
EG down
Oh
now.
man.
As the map continues
Oh, boy.
to rotate around, a push here from EG to pressure A.
Loud's just trying to delay so that this double flank can
Hello,
happen.
and you're gonna
It's
have
so
no
good.
idea that
Gets
this other
cut
guy's
off.
over towards spawn.
But
This guy wants to
Crawford at
keep
least
fighting
seems
here
to
to
stay
show
alive
his
for a
presence, so
bit.
they don't
But as he
expect the guy
fights towards the
spawn.
spawn,
And he's making a
don't
lot
know
of
that there's
sound.
actually 2 players back
And the person
there.
that can win
Like,
this right now
Kusuke
is
already
Derek, and
walked
he
in,
gets
but
wrecked.
Elbow was not cleared by Loud. Allows for this
Okay.
point to one to happen.
EG still
The
dealt with this
flip
pretty
back
well,
towards
but
the
he's
spawn
hit
to get
early.
EG an advantage, but the
So
plant still comes
Sadak.
down. It's gonna be
Wait,
flank
man,
after
there's so many
flank.
weird things going on. Sadak's gonna play this
Sadak from
angle.
the backside. Frenzy took a bit, but Nature's from the
It's
spawn.
through
Trades it
smoke,
right
trades
back.
that.
They also have information on QCK out towards the spawn. So Les is alone.
Good
A
reposition.
1v1 in this corner. Wins
man,
that
this
second
feels
one
bad.
against APOP. And that
Team is
turns
too
it
stacked
around
sometimes.
for Loud once again. Nature at 8 HP at the shot to try to clear QCK back. But it's really well planned here for the last 2 players of Loud. The tap on that spike, even hot hands from the front of A.
Oh
And
man,
Les,
sick round from Les.
like I said, man, when he needs to step up to the plate, when he needs to come up huge, he definitely
It's a
will.
double
and especially
pistol
with
for
that
this.
4K.
Yeah, but Ghost there, operator before, doesn't matter. Give this man an arsenal, he will lay them down. Beautiful shots here from Les. They had to chase Tui's all
Nice
the way
pistol.
back to spawn,
And
causing more time for that Loud to have insight.
Off.
And the hits, dude.
There was just a hole in middle. Like, it's not APO's fault for having a ghost, like, instead of a trip over towards middle, but it's like they have to be more aware that this is possible. Shout out to Loud for just instantly finding like the gap straight away. But they did the most perfect
for
thing.
EG towards A, but they won't have their B main
And they
control.
reacted
Looks like they're
with
still trying
the
to
like
tempt
the
it.
actual map control
Just
they
on
had
the other
just
side
so
of that
well.
smoke. A lot of the times we saw Supermen get into this area in B main, whether he had a judge or he was backed up by APOP to take out 2 or 3 members of the opposing team. Here, EG's not really messing with B main, fearing that util from Loud.
Yeah, Loud definitely has, as you can see, these 3 players working out towards that B side. Good ways to counter a judge in the smoke. Now a drone that could come through, flashes in the smoke, close range, flashes long that goes behind the wall too. Won't really allow EG to get good positioning here on the lurk plays or the sneaky plays from Superman with this judge, but we'll have to see.
They're all kind of gambling
In the
over
later
towards
rounds
A as
now,
they hit
as
the
Loud
plot and
gets
go
the
down
plant in
towards
round number
B.
14,
And
EG
who
full
is going to get
classic
the
mode.
cleanup? Because Les, I mean,
Might
Les
be those
would love-
situations. I
no.
mean, look at Les. He's very close.
But it's
to
not
a
like
hit, so
an ult
EG
that helps
has
you
to
get
decide
over
now. Do we
towards
wanna make
site,
it
so they
expensive
might
here
try and
against Loud?
prioritize
Or
something
do we
to
just
lid.
not want to allow Les and for the
Guns
rest of
drop
Loud to
over.
really start funneling
QCK can
results?
go hunt.
Full classic mode does allow for a little bit more util retake, but
2 people here.
EG's not really getting there. The QCK and the team have pushed
Even
up well.
a kill,
Stinger
like
drop,
even a
not
death
too
there,
big of a
though,
loss
it's
there.
kind of like
But nice kills.
worth
that
as long
down
as
is a
loads of
big
deaths
one.
don't happen.
EG.
His death is worth. Everyone
Yeah,
else
so
is
the
not so
flanker,
much.
though,
Now it feels like let's might as
And now
well.
we're just, I mean, it's easier to spray. It's out towards the wall. That clock is ticking down.
Good try from
But
EG. They did a lot of damage, to be honest.
Until those two players towards that B main just stopped EG's really attempt to go for that retake.
2 expected rounds solidified now by that side of Evil Geniuses. Can they get the bonus is the question. It almost feels
Why did no one do
necessary
the
at
unbreakable
scoreline
trip?
right
Talk about this one
now,
over
but
towards
Loud
B.
will be
A lot of
able
time
to
it just gets shock
force
started.
onto EG the way
So you gotta be a little bit
trying to
smarter.
make EG play
But,
their game.
You might see it a little bit later, basically.
Here, and they do carry Derek's 4K.
It can be one of those things that you do it until they kind of prove that they can break it. I mean, maybe this is it. I think this one is actually a little bit forward. I think this one is the one
With those purchases, they are not
normal
able to go
info
fully
trip
in
instead of the
buy
one further back. Again,
for the rest of the
does
team.
normally get shock died.
Shots.
Oh,
Jogamo,
this
Derek,
is
beautiful
big,
coverage on A for the shark
big
attack.
shutdown.
Definitely want to fight that
That's the
back.
smoke. Kind of gave them a
Not
little bit
allowing
of
these orbs to be farmed
few
here for
angles to
Loud.
work with. We have the spike down
Easier
here as well.
positions with the comms that you have
Reach,
now for
run away from his ult now as well. Same
resilient
with
team
Les.
to really get QCK up as soon as possible and to run it back. So great deniability. Spikes down out in the open. Sadak and Les together in a bonus. Just trying to keep them back with the shock darts. But EG is ready for that.
Les is still farming, so Les has his ult. Jogamo's 3 away. Nature with the death has his
Getting those
ult.
ultimates, being able to flex Loud
Oh,
off the
we got a
site
mad
just
one coming
by
up.
pressing R.
I'm not entirely sure
And
how many.
Jogamo, honestly, just holding these positions is fearless at this point. They
It's a
have
swing
to be
round, for
building each
sure.
other up. The way they're trading, the way they're fighting, it's everybody's in on the same play, and that's what makes it look so good. I mean, both teams are signing up for that right now. Loud
Go.
hits, they hit
Like
hard.
that swing
EG
round,
hits
4
back
people,
just
3
as
people
hard.
can't buy next.
I feel like we get
Would
EG
want to see these
springing
ults
up
used
here
in again.
if they
Viper
can
ult a
find
little bit
few
more situational than a breach ult.
Trying to find him. They're pushing down early.
Dude,
down
look
there
at Apop
towards
in middle.
mid to
He's doing the
Apop's been in this situation before.
he's
in
doing
this
the
position.
ascent again
First
over
flash,
towards
he
B
avoids
main.
it. Meanwhile,
With
he
this
lost his
kill,
teammate on
do
top
they
mid.
recognize that this guy
Really
is
on an
here?
island now.
Because last
Here's
time
the
they
pivot
played
and
this
a
was
rotate on
not
the
here
left
every
side.
time that someone was holding this angle.
Looking for the perfect timing through. The fault line might come across.
Yeah.
If there was contact there from Apoth.
I mean, maybe they
Decide
know
not
and they
to
just
go
didn't
for
want
the
to risk
trap
it. But they're in
play.
good
They know
position
now
to
that the
pinch.
pivot's towards this A side. where
Eric's got to
Derek
do a
has be
lot of
ready.
work here.
He's good for those 3. It's clean.
You're kidding me.
Spike once again down at the same
Oh
spot.
my god, Chad, it's such a
Let's
swing
try to
round.
Squeeze through now towards the left side of A main. It's being spotted now by Nature. Hot being thrown out, and they definitely decide to fall back and now want to play the power of
Bro,
numbers
he's playing
again.
so
4
well.
versus 2. Being
Behind the
pinned,
luck over
Apoth
towards
is
middle.
even also flanking.
You just have to understand how much that shouldn't happen. And not an error from Loud, but Derek being able to place 3 shots like that without
30
timing
seconds
to get
left.
swung. And literally pulling everything out of the hat that they need to right now to make these rounds come true.
He makes
Beautiful stuff from EG. Loud, however,
does some
never
shots,
count them
so they
out.
don't expect less
Exactly.
claws.
When you give them that space and that respect, Loud could take advantage of it. 12 seconds left, forcing out a Rolling Thunder on top of that. And
My
Twix made
God.
it through the smoke for that kill onto Nature. The run through, the bait!
No way, bro. It was so well played, though. It was so well played in the 2v4. He gets close to the smoke. His teammate shoots. He then, after creating the pressure and making them all look at him, instantly goes back and kills the person lurking. And then the guy over towards side enables. And Derek did everything. And then they played this so well, even the jump through. Oh my god, these situations are being played so well by Loud. It's just mind-blowing.
Lock it down for sure. We'll get back into it. Loud pick up another one. That's going to be so tough for Evil Geniuses. The money gets reset as they
Yeah,
only
that
were
dude,
able to grab that one round.
that on a swing round, like I thought Derek's play was
Back to the
big
basics,
enough.
that's a camera
But
trap
that on
play.
a swing
And
round,
you see how Loud answers
trap
back
play
when
over
a
towards
wall
B
comes up,
main.
they're still pushing through with this 4-buy, and all getting denied. So frontline paranoia, all well done here
Oh,
by
man, that
Loud
was-
towards
no,
the
I tell you
end.
what, though, that was so
Superman
sick
trying
to
catch
watch.
it, timing
Holy
off the
hell.
owl drone.
It was such a nice
on their
round,
way
just
to a
from
flawless.
multiple angles.
Also map in series point. Madrid in the sights. As a plant down.
Yeah, and with the plant, he gets his ult, and they have 7 chances to close this, and you gotta be looking at these ults thinking, damn, we do this right now.
honestly, such
We
a
do this
strong
right
first
now.
half on the defensive side has set them up to have this not relaxed second half, but one where they can stretch themselves, they can push, they can take these fights without really having to worry because they have such a padding of rounds. I'm sure Sadak has so much he could be using right now in that brain of his, but only has to pull from the few, the push, the find EG, and let's bring the fight to him right now in Util Dump. It's really working out. So EG is pressured from a few sites. They're trying to look at that B main
Oh,
control.
well,
We
so
just saw
good.
in one
Yeah,
round.
man.
They've
Some of
been
these
3
situations
on A
have just been
main
played
most
to
rounds,
like
but Loud is
actual
waiting
perfection.
so long that early pressure from EG usually results in them going back to a defensive positioning, holding other angles.
Well, this
with
would have to be one of
staying out
the
at
best
A main,
timeouts.
and then B main has to back up because they need market control now. So that little wait from Loud is really separating EG's fundamental-based defense. Once they get out to mid, APOF control, EG kind of constructs a little bit better of a strat that stops Loud from pushing, but that mid control has been tough to get. We see lineups from fault lines ready on it. I think everybody knows it's going to be a trap once you get in there, so we have been avoiding it for now. Let's see how they play this one. Again, towards B main to start us off is EG. They're not really in a setup position right now, but they're going to be lurking, it looks like.
They gotta do an absolute madness to bring this one back.
We've
We've got the trap play over towards A with the camera that spots this angle. I'm kind of stunned, and then maybe duelist Cypher again. Gonna go close, we'll see.
The confidence
Nah,
has
they're
to
just
come
doing it
back.
for early info. Okay.
And that's Superman moving out towards that billboard in the front of B. All of Loud continuing to play
Insta
very
group towards
passively
B.
back because of this type of play style that EG
You would imagine Drone gets used to clear this, might have to teep out
from
here.
time to time.
A little bit of a change. Cypher trips around just so they can keep map control. Kalenzine hits Superman though. They've known they can find that fight normally.
Smokes, they can go
Kalenzine started us off the
close.
first blood.
Phoenix ult.
Even Derek
Shock
left
to break the potential
his
trip.
teammate just to
Flash
clear out
is
middle to
looking
make sure.
good.
Trying to
Ever
leverage
hits no
now
one.
the Nightfall potentially for a retake.
Down on top,
Fury out,
and
Kalenzine
he
hitting
has
the wall,
just
and that's
popped
actually the
2
Nightfall
of
down.
them.
Oh my gosh.
Now they're rolling Thunder out for the post plant as well, just to secure the plant down. There's only 2 players left. It's Nature and APOF.
It looks like we got our
up against the whole
first
team of Loud. In great positions now, needing
America's
only those
attendee,
last 2.
Madrid.
And Loud has so many ults to work with this round to make it painful for EG. But if Loud could win a 2 versus 4, potentially EG can as well. Full kit for Nature. APOF alone.
Cowan's
APOF
in,
dropped
man.
by
He's had
Kalenzine.
enough. He's going for him.
Ace
He's
still
running
with
at
the
him.
fence. Nature with the kill. Kalenzine hunting him down. And Nature denies it. But 1
And it's
HP
gonna
remaining
spam
in
him
that
down.
pit.
Nice.
There's still
Sick,
Util
just a
out
sick
for
map,
the
to be honest.
post line. There's
Just a
still
sick map.
time left. Sadak gets
Very
the kill.
impressive from
The
Loud.
sunset
Very,
for
very
AG's
impressive
journey.
of the-
But you do have Loud qualifying for Madrid.
Really impressive.